So I want to tell you all a story today. I want to take you back to late 2019, early 2020. I was all into getting in the pre-launch phase of my candle business. I was testing candles, and honestly, I think I didn't put off the testing, but I wasn't as serious about it as I should have been early on because I was just so excited about the concept of the business, the names, the designs of the labels, and just that whole part of the business. But I just should have been a little bit more diligent about the actual testing process. And then when it came down to it, I spent months and months just testing out different series of wicks. I think I remember vlogging some of them, and there's some videos on YouTube where I was just like so frustrated because I just couldn't figure out exactly what wick I needed to use because it was either tunneling or it was overwicked, or it would do this weird thing to where it would tunnel and be overwicked. So for instance, I'll kind of explain more of that. So these are the jars that I've been using since the beginning. So these are the 13.5 ounce Cali jars. The diameter of these is 3¼ inch, so 3.25 inches. And I just could not figure out a wick that was going to work well enough, because I worked primarily with the Eco Series wicks in the beginning because that's what was recommended to me. So I would do an Eco 14 and an Eco 16 and just kind of go back and forth. And then I finally branched out to, I think, the Premier wicks. And then I probably tried the LX wicks. I tried a couple different types of wicks, the CD wicks. And what ended up happening was that I would choose the largest wick size or almost the largest wick size in these vessels, and they would not reach the sides or they would not have a complete melt, but yet the flame would be insane. So it was like it was overwicked, but it wasn't even completely burning the candle properly. And real fast, I'm actually planning on teaching a live online class on how to get past the testing phase. So if you're stuck in the testing phase like I was so many years ago and you want to launch your candle business and not be stuck in the testing phase for months or years like I know some of you probably have, this class is designed specifically for you. So I have a wait list down below so that you can be notified when the first class is open and you can sign up. It's going to be a lower cost class, but I really want to make it accessible to as many people as possible because I really want to help so many of you out to get past that testing phase because I know how it feels to feel so stuck in it. So this class is designed for you and I'm so excited. It's going to be about a 30 to 45 minute online class. I'm going to teach it live and then we're going to have a Q&A at the end, and I'm just really excited. So if this is something that sounds right up your alley that is going to help you out, sign up for the waitlist below to be notified, and I will let you know when the first class is. So I just thought to myself, I'm like, man, I have no idea what to do about this. I can't figure out what wick I need for my candles. And at the time I wasn't doing any wax blends. I was just doing straight soy 10 for all of the candles. And I was just using the largest wick sizes because I found, okay, if I did an Eco 10, it would tunnel. An Eco 12, it would tunnel. An Eco 14, I'm pretty sure it tunneled. I haven't tried those wicks in these jars in a very long time, but I just found that it would never actually burn properly. So my candles burned terribly, and I was starting to get really discouraged because I wanted to launch so badly, but I didn't want to launch with products that I was not completely comfortable or proud of and thought that they were actually good performing candles. So I don't know exactly when this was, but I want to say I went and did another supply order, and I went to California Candle Supply, and I think I must have told some of the guys over there just kind of the issue that I was having. I'm like, I just can't seem to figure out what wick is going to work because, you know, I explained all the issues that I just explained a couple minutes ago. And they said, oh, you should try double wicking that jar. And so I said, okay. So then I did 2 Eco 2s was the first double wicking. And the burn that I got from 2 Eco 2s was so night and day different from the single Eco 16 wick that I was trying to wick. it just completely blew my mind. I mean, it changed everything for me. And as you can see, I mean, we double wick pretty much anything I can. I mean, these are 3-inch vessels, the 10s, and I double wick these. I love double wicking so much because I feel like there's so much more control over it. When you double wick, you never want to double wick 2 of what you were to single wick. So for instance, I would never double wick these with an Eco 16. So 2 Eco 16s would cause a campfire, and that would just be insane. But what I would do is go down to the smallest series of wick in that series. That's kind of the starting point, depending on the diameter of your vessel. Start with the smallest series. So at the time, I thought an Eco 2 was the smallest series. And then I realized that there was an Eco 1, and I thought, okay, this is going to burn even better. And then over time, as I realized and I got more comfortable with the testing process, what to look for, kind of had more of an eye of the whole burn process, because again, that it's such a subjective and objective part of the candle making process. So sometimes you can feel like you may pass a candle when maybe it shouldn't have been, or you failed a candle when really it didn't need to be failed, and it was just kind of just a minor little, you know, all candles are not going to burn perfectly. I know I've made videos like that before in the past, but I just want you to know it's never going to be perfect. But what I found is that when I was trying to single wick these, it just was not working very well. So I double wick them, and now I play around with different wax blends to really get a good, even, clean burning candle that's not burning too hot. And I did the same thing with these 10s as well. So it's just something that I switched over to doing. It's not saying it's something you have to do. You don't have to go and double wick your candles. Make sure you're doing it properly. I'm not saying to double wick with the same large size wicks. Absolutely not. But it is something that completely changed candle making for me. I mean, this single thing of double wicking, I know it sounds so basic. It sounds so almost trivial, almost like a nothing thing, but it saved candle making for me. I mean, I don't know if I would have kept going if single wicking was the only option for these vessels. I feel like there's also people out there that are like, oh, you can't double wick a 3-inch or a 3 1/4 inch vessel. And I definitely agree, because I know that there's things that you can do, like raising the melt point of the wax to accommodate the double wicking, and really find that great balance between the size of the wicks working together and also the melt point of the wax, which is huge with candle making. But I just really wanted to share this because that moment of switching from a single wick to a double wick completely changed candle making for me, and it's the reason why I'm still here today running this business and making these videos. So with that, I'm going to end today's video right here. I know it was a little short. I am about to film another video for you guys as well, but I just wanted to tell you this story, give you some encouragement if you are stuck in the testing phase, and I will see you in the next one.